California's black voters helped Governor Gavin Newsom get into office his first term. Could that community help again in the upcoming recall? Political reporter Morgan Reiner spoke to multiple experts about how African-American voters could shape this election. She joins us live from Sacramento with more on that. Morgan, how's it looking?
The black community is a very politically engaged voting bloc, and 90% of the time they do vote for Democrats. But I'm told that for the Democrats, for Newsom to take that for granted would be wrong. And for anyone in favor of the recall, Republicans not to actively campaign to the black community simply because they tend to lean a certain way would also be a mistake. On a normal election year, USC political science professor Jennifer Cryer told me the Democratic Party could rely on the black community to turn up in numbers.
We often don't see people of color engaged in these off-cycle elections because they're not getting the media and campaigning attention and resources of kind of these big ticket elections.
Recall elections are a different story. In 2003, Republican Arnold Schwarzenegger took the win.
That was a particularly low turnout as well. And so again, the thing about these communities is that they don't turn out to vote unless mobilized.
Cryer said the community is being ignored.
You have Democrats who aren't engaging with them, perhaps because they're taking them for granted, and you have Republicans who aren't engaging with them, again, perhaps because they feel like that's an uphill battle. And so there they go, left alone.
Omer Wasso is the political science professor at Pomona College.
My guess is that most of the Republican recall candidates are not going to do much outreach to the black community. The one twist in this is that Larry Elder, the leading Republican candidate, is himself African-American.
Which Wasso said could be the tipping point.
May be able to win over more black moderate voters or particular appeals to African-American men. And that's not likely to be a huge number, maybe 1 in 10, 2 in 10 at max. But in a close election, that could matter.
So how do you actively campaign to the black community? Well, Cryer told me it's all about emphasizing the political issues that mean a lot to the black community, which includes the economy and things like job growth.
And Morgan, as far as the turnout from the African-American community in California in this particular election, do we have any idea what that looks like so far?
We do. Political Data Incorporated tracks the ballots that are already coming in. Now, in the state of California, there are about 730,000 registered African American. Of those, about 145,000 have voted so far. So that's about 20%. Of course, we can't forget there are 2 weeks left to get those numbers up.
Yeah, calendar just turned. It's September 1st. The 14's coming down to the final stretch. Morgan Reiner, our political reporter, thank you so much.
Morgan, thanks.